escape, which unless you practice that pretty well, you're going to be using quite a lot of explosives.
Yeah, the bomb escape definitely is a little taxing on you, especially with RNG movements. But we are starting the race here.
Alright. Uncle is error, apparently. And
no way, didn't he like race earlier today or what?
I think so. Alright, what are you hoping for this this escape?
I mean, I'm gonna be nice and say hammer. It's one of the fastest escape weapons. Hammer, bow, definitely the two best.
Yeah, bow not having to worry about literally anything, and hammer having that tempered sword damage right off the start is little insane.
And there we go, we get the bow.
We go.
Yeah, both items actually open up a lot of good opening routes and options within the logic as well. I feel, at least in my experience, so that's the other reason why I really like to see it early.
Yeah, just 50 rupees in the first chest of the game, or sorry, second chest of the game if you count Link's house, but that'll be nice to hopefully route in Bottle Vendor easily, or buy bombs if they somehow can't find them.
Well, the good thing about bow is it'll generate with 30 arrows, so even if they don't run along to a bomb drop through the guards here, they can definitely farm snakes and rats, hopefully hit a prize pack for a bomb drop.
Exactly. Not getting a bomb during escape leaves this portion, you're able to come back later. The cone of light during the sewer section is always going to be there regardless of you having the lamp or not. So you may potentially have to make that long trek around to come back if you are not to get a bomb drop.
Alright, I hope you like world record escape times with that mirror found.
The only thing that would make that faster is if you somehow got boots here too.
Oh, they still can.
Mirror definitely one of the best escape items, just due to you get to Zelda, instant mirror, you're back at the start. So looks like,
right, mirror also one of those really interesting early items to get. Just for where the seat's gonna kind of take the runners right now. Typically we'll lean a little bit towards the mountains.
Yeah, looks like Mclagging's gone over and killing everything he can to hope for that bomb drop thus far.
Not a bad plan, but it is time consuming to repetitively farm enemies. Typically the safest strat to do is just to kind of stay on path and take out whatever you can.
Yeah, take out whatever is in front of you, and if it so happens to be a bomb or not, then that's where you base your next decision off of. But to go out of your way to farm something would really hinder your time a little bit.
Right. Both our runners remembering that they have the mirror and utilizing it now in escape.
I think that would really suck to not use mirror.
I've done it.
That's an extra minute or so on your timer, and just Guitar Girl not getting the bomb drop either, so maybe we'll see both people having to come back later.
Well, we've seen a lot of kills on the guards, so that we're probably out of that option for bombs, so we're gonna have to see what the rats and the snakes are gonna have for us.
Yeah. And there it is. The
first kill too, so Guitar Girl's gonna get it right away as well.
Yep, there it is. Awesome. So, not having to come back, definitely a plus. And just a heart piece thus far. Now, we've not seen the map yet, have we? So that is a potential in the next 4 chests here.
Yep, we haven't seen it yet, so we'll have 3 item chests remaining. Mclagging actually having a little bit of troubles here. Oh no, he got the rat, what's it called? The ball game, where it's the, or shell game, sorry, where it got mixed up and you can't tell which one's the key rat.
What key, or what rat is holding this key? You'll never know. And the rat's pushing him around a bit too. And there's our map. Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Yep. Nice flute. So that really opens up the mountain right now already for him.
Being able to do a lot of overworld item checks real quick too, so... And having bow early also means that they can complete Eastern so long as they know the dark rooms.
Right, a lot of good flexible options for the route. Very strong to get bow early, and we get a nice complimentary power glove from the Sank chest, so everything's pretty much open for them in Light World for the most part.
Yeah. That is a very nice find. That is a third of our way to Dark World access, in which both runners are probably hoping they don't have to fight Aghanim. Looks like a red crystal on Hera and a pendant on Eastern, and a normal crystal on Desert.
So that's going to be one of the first major decisions the runners are going to have to decide, is whether they decide to dip Pendant Eastern or not this early.
Yeah, exactly. It is 3 items, but at the same time, for it to not be beneficial to you, it's really would take a lot of time out if it holds nothing.
Right. A number of ways they can kind of go about it. Either way, I think in this early stage of the game, they're not wrong. So it'll just be quite interesting to see which way they go about it.
And it looked like 50 rupees on Lumberjack Ledge, so there's one hope to not have to fight him. Fight Aghanim, that is. Forest and the hole, not holding too much either.
Yeah, just $20.
Now, did they play it safe and buy bombs, or do they risk it and buy the bottle vendor item?
I think in this instance, it's okay to go ahead and buy bombs, just because they're going to have the flute if they remember to cash it in like right away along the way. Otherwise, I would say probably just risk it, especially in a tournament match.
Yeah, exactly. You never know what it'll hold. Maybe 3 bombs. Definitely always good to check the back of the tavern there first, just because you have that bomb potential.
For sure, for sure.
Oh, Mclagging deciding not to do the back of Blind's hut there. I'm assuming just so he doesn't have to come back.
Yeah, I think he realized, oh wait, no, I'm out of bombs. Let's go check this stuff first. And he's going to be very happy to see those bombs as well.
And we'll probably route all the way back up there. Do the chicken hut first, and then head up to Blinds or the well. I would say hopefully they find another bomb drop, otherwise they're still almost forced into buying some. And we'll see what the Blind's hut has for us today.
Luckily for them, they already have the 100 rupees. Ooh, we get a sword at the bottle vendor, so they will be able to afford bombs through both wells and Blind's huts, rupee pots.
Yeah, exactly.
And Titan mitts.
It can hold the hottest of pots with that oven mitt.
And another sword, wow.
And another bomb drop.
And boots. Okay, this is a seed now. Okay, we're good to go.
This has gone very, very well thus far. A lot of good items.
I mean, where was this seed the last 2 days I've been playing?
Early boots, early mirror, lots of money, lots of bombs. Just everything you need all at once. So now with almost all of the movement items in the game, you can do anything really fast.
Yeah, they're still looking for that Moon Pearl. But as terms of Light World, barring like having to utilize fake flippers, they can pretty much do anything in Light World right now that they want to do.
getting closer to that big or Zora item too, so could be beneficial to head up that way at some point.
All right, we're gonna get our first check of the library here on Guitar Girl's side.
Opting out of that heart piece. Not
No.
today.
Yeah, no, thank you. And she's gonna YOLO the race game. I actually like this play.
Couldn't you just bonk into that wall?
Yeah, you could. You could.
Going for that low bonk count, I suppose. Now, the problem with YOLOing the race game is if it doesn't pay off, it's a huge waste of time. But if you do what Mclagging is doing and see it's something you kind of want, now you have to go all the way back up. So it's a 50-50 chance here. It seemed to have paid off this time.
The time difference definitely magnified without boots, but with boots, it's a very, very quick check. And it's a bottle for being a bottle again. Wow.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Hands on the seed, too.
Yeah. The bug collecting kid just wanted to see your bug, too. And just like that, having Flute already down at the swamp check. Looks like Mclagging gonna do the exact same thing here. Get another bottle.
Definitely a priority check with that Flute. It makes it so easy.
Yeah. And I'll probably head off and do the exact same thing that Guitar Girl is checking right now. Oh. Never mind.
Like
having Mirror as well. Mirror, Flute, and Titan's Mitt. Able to actually access Desert already. Just not able to complete it.
So this is actually a well-kept secret in Rando. Just for routing wise, is when you have Flute and Boots, Aghanim's Agina's Cave is very free. And on top of that, you get that Desert Ledge Scout as well.
Yeah. So far, Mini Moldorm Cave not holding too much. But another bottle. That's 3 already at 12 minutes.
Yeah, just a blue potion both heals your player and refills your magic. So it is a very nice utility tool to have early on.
I know a lot of people tend to route in some blue potions late game just due to what they can help out, maybe clinch a boss fight or something, but just having one for free at the start is definitely nice. Ice Rod Cave check too, so... With Boots and Flute, pretty easy to route that in. Oh my goodness, we have a Hot Cheeto. Tempered Sword at 13 minutes.
Pretty free C so far.
Definitely. Now, are we going to see Sahasrara check, I would assume? Yeah, looks like it.
Alright, so this is that decision I was talking about earlier. Guitar Girl is going to at least flex on Sahasrara Cave right now. We'll see if she follows through on Eastern. It might be dependent on what she finds here.
Yeah. If you don't find much here, you can at least hope to find something at the start of Eastern. Otherwise, there isn't a whole ton open logic-wise.
Alright, it looks like she's gonna go ahead and clear out Eastern now.
You would have to hope that there's some sort of progression here, because there's not many places left that they could actually go.
Right, the major one that they can go to right now is the mountainside, because they do have stuff within progression to get them there.
Yep.
The other option they do have is actually Zora himself with that Power Glove and Titan Mitt combo.
Exactly. Entering Desert is an option, but only a chance at 2 items, not guaranteed, so
That's actually a really cool option. Checkerboard Cave there as well.
Yeah.
King's Tomb Bonk Rocks also with those boots.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna do that eastern little dive here. We'll see if they end up completing it or not. But
On
just for
Mclagging
a
side, sorry to cut you off there.
No, go ahead.
On Mclagging side, we see the Jesus dash going on. I just wanted to point that out.
I've never seen water walking like this before. That is crazy. And Quake being on the island, so if we need that later, it's noted for now. So far, nothing to be held in Eastern. Mclagging probably gonna head up to Zora with the money that they hold.
No doubt, and we'll also be able to check out that, well, I would have been able to check out the Waterfall Cave, but lost the Jesus Dash, unfortunately.
And without Moon Pearl, the fake flipper will not allow you to access that.
Right.
We'll see what our ledge item here is. Just 20 rupees. Alright, place your bets now. Is King Zora gonna give us something good or no?
I think if it does give them something good, it might be pretty big. It all depends on how Guitar Girl routes out of Eastern.
Nope.
Just that big 20.
It's a pretty good deal. A shiny red coin for 500 rupees.
Alright, where is Mclagging gonna go to next here?
I almost want to see that checkerboard cave check.
Ask and doubt shall receive. That's exactly where he's gonna go to. He might even attempt to check out Myra Cave.
Yeah.
We got our pendants.
Green pendant on pod, red pendant on ice, and crystal 6 on Mire. Definitely interesting. So both Eastern and Pod being pendants, so if you were to route them in together, those pterodactyls hitting hard.
Oh yeah. 4 hearts with Greemail, and Mclagging gonna dip right into a crystal desert here.
Fortunately, won't be able to complete it unless a fire source presents itself, but can't get locked out, has the boots. And Guitar Girl heading through the dark rooms in Eastern there. A plastic shield on Mclagging's side. Oh, she actually dipped out of Eastern really fast. I didn't even notice that. She was actually in the dark rooms, or the dark room for the mountain there.
Right, it looks like she already had all 3 items in Eastern and kind of dipped.
Yeah. Alright, Mclagging, just gonna go up and check that big chest. And then we'll probably, I would hope, route in Checkerboard Cave here.
I'd imagine it's weighing on his mind right now just because it is super free in the logic at hand.
Ouch, just the map there. There, Guitar Girl rescuing that old man. We'll see what his life savings are. A very fiery rod. I'm surprised the old man couldn't light up that cave.
Alright, Mclagging actually doing the mirror exploit for Mire Shed right now. So the way that works is anytime you enter a Dark World cave while hitting Y with the mirror equipped, you're actually able to enter a Super Bunny state and are able to check out the chests in said room.
Didn't look too much was in there though. But very, very nice use of that glitch.
Just rupees. It's good, like, in case Pearl isn't at Desert or at Checkerboard Cave here, so you don't have to route back for it right away.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Speaking
Talk
of...
about free.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Early Butter Sword. 20 minutes. It was a 13-minute tempered, and a 20-minute butter. That is absolutely crazy.
I mean, you're gonna hate it for the lag, but you're gonna love it for the fact you haven't really taken down a dungeon boss yet.
Yeah. Getting that nice spin speed. Running too fast, though, hitting that little pellet. And
So-
Guitar Girl doing that hair dive.
I was just about to say, doing the hero dive here, well within logic. Interesting to see what we get out of it. And actually, she is sporting a fire rod right now.
Having a fire rod from the old man would allow her to zip over to Desert immediately after this. So, well, it'll be interesting to see where they decide to route in. Mclagging looking to be doing the exact same thing, other than rescuing the old man there. I mean, if you can complete a dungeon, it's pretty well off to just complete it.
Absolutely. Especially free ones like Hera or Desert.
Getting that key for the basement, so they might have to walk down there at some point. Alright. Tempered Sword, Troll Dorm fight. One of the easiest fights to have. Getting a little trolled there, though, him going over to the left-hand side. But just like that, a spin slash and a normal slash, done.
And we get flippers. So we're now going to be able to see what is in the waterfall cave in the Zora area.
Definitely good to route that all in at once. Mclagging already going up there, though, so we'll make that return trip at some point.
So you mentioned Fire Rod was that old man, correct?
Yes.
Mclagging chose to skip him so far.
Yep. And it looks like Guitar Girl heading right up to Zora. Well, gonna stop at Hobo first.
Interesting, we haven't seen a Bumper Cave or King's Tomb check. Typically very free, especially with the Titan mitts and early boot combo.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we're going to see it very shortly from both our runners.
I haven't seen the Bonk Rocks either, so we'll see if that holds anything good for our runners. Already knowing Hobo doesn't really give out much. Now, I would almost expect Guitar Girl, after doing this Zora check here, to just head over to Desert right away, having the Fire Rod, being able to just fully complete it. It's a crystal dungeon, so might as well just do it and get out of the way kind of thing.
Definitely could be a nice advantage. It would be a sequence break at the moment, just because we don't have a lamp right now, but it's pretty arbitrary, considering you already have that fire source.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's nice to route it in with Meyer, but I mean, a lot of times you could be thinking of what you need to do. So instead of like sitting there and waiting, you can just kind of go and do something. It looks like we have Hammer inside of Waterfall Cave.
That was nice. That opens up East Death Mountain now.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Mclagging going for that fire rod.
Excellent. So this is a very lengthy Light World segment so far, but it is really paying off. A lot of nice progression for our runners.
Yeah. And Guitar Girl holding off on that early Zora check, so gets to route this all in at once, not having to come back up to do one or the other at some point. Gonna save and quit.
Definitely is nice.
Now I expect King's Tome and Bonk Rocks here on Guitar Girl's side, just due to being in the area.
Mclagging wasting no time, gonna head back to Desert and complete that off. He will eventually have to head up the Waterfall Cave entrance area for his hammer.
Yeah.
But it just depends on when he really wants to do it.
Yeah. Bonk Rocks holding the red boomerang for Guitar Girl. Oh. Mclagging deciding, I'm gonna take this heart piece this time. Alright, King's Tome. Just the bomb
Plus 5
upgrade.
bombs. So where would that leave the Moon Pearl right now within Logic?
Within Logic?
Yep.
Oh.
East Death Mountain.
Yes.
Another possible scenario is that we find our lamp at East Death
And
Mountain, and that
it
leads
could
to...
be on the pyramid.
Yep.
It is 100% possible there. Not something they want to see at all. Guitar Girl doing that late Lumberjack Cave check. And we'll see our Landmolas fight here. Butter Sword and
Wow,
Fire Rod.
all 3 quick hops for Mclagging there. That's pretty rough.
Alright, we'll see a 3 cycle here though. Very nice. And Blue Mail from Landmolas.
Probably not what he's looking for, but it is nice to have.
Yeah. Only things left in Logic for Mclagging to check are Bonk Rocks, King's Tome, as well as the Waterfall Cave. So, hopefully he heads up that way right away.
Yeah, he's heading up that Waterfall Cave right away. He knows his options are pretty limited.
Yep. Both runners in the same boat here. 1 dungeon apart. So we'll see what East Death Mountain has for us, because that seems to be the only play left to make. And it's hammer time for Mclagging. Ooh.
Death there on Guitar Girl's side of things with the Death Dactyl doing 4 hertz damage per hit.
Yeah, that's never a fun experience. Especially when you can't fight back. You don't have that pearl. Gonna do it again. Hopefully avoid some damage this time. Mclagging, cleaning up the last little bits down on the ground before heading up that mountain.
Don't blame him. I think he's looking for something like maybe the Pearl, so he's able to kind of do a lot of the Dark World Death Mountain segments at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this point, with the possible locations for Pearl to be, you almost want to hope it's just on the mountain anyways, and then you can just route it all in. But if not, you're forced into doing Aga, which is never enjoyable, and can be pretty trolly if he gives you a lot of blue balls. Right, heading up that mountain right away.
Yeah, he's gonna waste no time. I don't believe Mclagging actually dipped Eastern as well, so it is good for him right now.
Yeah, definitely a time save because Eastern not holding anything of use to either runner here. So not checking those, definitely very good.
You might elect to do it with Eastern pod combo, as you alluded to earlier.
Both being pendant dungeons, so it would be if you need one item for go mode or 2 items for go mode, that is a hefty chunk of items that you can just check all at once. Off into Spiral Cave we go. Now, I'm hoping that we see some good items here. Not just the lantern or not just the pearl. Then again, we also already have a butter sword, so can't really complain. One of our 8 items thus far, just 50 rupees.
I think it's going to be kind of dried up. I think we're only going to see maybe the pearl of that lamp.
Getting a lot of good items early tends to end that way for a lot of cases. But bottom of Paradox Cave, holding our 4th bottle at 31 minutes.
Yep, all 4 swords, all 4 bottles.
Just missing that shield upgrades and the mail upgrade that's left, and we'll be good to go. Ooh.
Hook shot.
Early hook shot, definitely very nice.
I didn't quite catch what the last item was.
No, I did not catch it myself.
But I'm going to assume it's the pearl because he's continuing on through the mountain here.
Guitar Girl doing that map check for the Dark World as well. And yes, that was the pearl indeed. So Aga ruled out.
And gets a really nice item in the hook shot along that cave. This is a really, really free seed so far.
Yeah, being able to route in a lot of the Dark World here too. Gonna be able to do hookshot cave. Oh no. Missing both hookshots through the block there. Gonna have to go and retry.
Yeah, you've all seen frustration flashes. Now you've seen frustration hooks.
Yeah. Not having to do the staircase of shame though. I'll take having to leave the cave over that. Oh, where's Guitar Girl thinking of going?
Wow. She's thinking Agnum. You know, we get silver arrows in the Super Bunny Cave too.
Might be rethinking it.
Yeah, I think she sees that hammer. Maybe she's thinking. She got the flute equipped.
Yeah,
she remembers.
Okay,
good.
And Quake for TR. So we already know where Quake is.
Right, so add another slice of free to this seed. Now we have access to that Quake medallion.
Yeah. So we just need to find Bombos, and we'll be able to access Meyer. And I fully expected Hookshot Cave not to really hold a whole lot here.
Yeah, not bad. 34 minutes in, they only need 3 items right now. 4 items with the Quake, but of course they know where that is.
Yeah, exactly. And heading over to Village of Outcasts immediately. A lot of things to be done here.
Pretty much the standard vanilla route, I would say, in Randomizer. Head over to West Dark World, take out a Thief's Skull combo.
Yeah. Exactly. Having everything needed to complete both dungeons. Having that hammer just in case the big chest in Thieves has something useful. So you can complete 2 dungeons here, might as well take him out right away.
Yeah, and they're so quick, and Thieves Town, for the most part, the go mode is not that quick, depending on where the big key is anyways, so a lot of people do elect to do that very early.
And Mclagging also doesn't need to pick up Quake yet, just due to he knows what dungeon he needs it for, so whenever he's going to go and attempt TR is when he's going to go pick it up. No real reason to go out of your way to get it for not using it.
And meanwhile, for Guitar Girl's side, she's going to be picking up her Moon Pearl and Hookshot soon. Imagine she's going to do similar follow-up to Mclagging.
Yeah, I would assume the exact same kind of play. I see slight variance in it, in which some go south first instead of going north first into Skullwoods, but overall it's around the same kind of scenario. So far, a heart piece for Skullwoods. Ooh. Guitar Girl equipping that flute. Not gonna check the Dark World there. Very interesting.
Indeed, just going right for the Crystal Dungeons, it seems.
Us knowing that the Dark Death Mountain, they're not holding a whole lot, so definitely it's an interesting play to make, but on this point it saves a lot of time, so
I mean, if she elects to do that, then I would say right now it's very telling to know what her strategy is. Crystals first, no breaks.
Yeah, exactly.
Do them if you can.
Yeah, it's so far with this version, it's been if you can beat a dungeon, you do it just to do it. There's generally some sort of regression nearby. Very fast Mothula fight.
Textbook even. It was very, very clean.
I didn't see the second item for Skullwoods myself. So see if they dip back in. Nope. So they must have gotten it. I just missed it. And we'll be seeing Guitar Girl doing the same play here.
Pretty steady pace for the seed, though, wouldn't you say? 3 crystals already, 38 minutes. A lot of progressive items, 4 away.
Yeah, only 4 dungeons needing to be completed left, but you never know where those last few items might be held.
Yeah, and it's almost like it turns into a stressful situation, too, because you know you're so close. And looking for like 3 or 4 items with all of Dark World open to you, it can be like really challenging to try and get a good route in with it.
Yeah, and the mentality game on it too, you knowing it's a fast seed, and you gotta be thinking, like, has my opponent found this item yet? Like, if they have, then it's gonna be really rough trying to catch up to that. But
most definitely, you're gonna be like, oh man, did they make that early Eastern play?
yeah,
Did they do Swamp already? It definitely turns into one of those.
I mean, I would hope that we can get a really fast, like, no chest swamp kind of thing, like just go mode it kind of thing. But having TR and Meyer on the table and not having the Cane yet kind of stops that. But Thieves Town next on the agenda for Mclagging. See what the C-shaped house has for us too. More money. But 40 minutes in, having as much as they do, it's definitely a jet seed thus far.
I mean, just the fact they have boots in Kakariko is very nice these days.
Allows for a lot of quick item checks. Alright, Compass so far. And Guitar Girl finishing up Mafia, very clean fight. Gonna be right behind Mclagging. Having that hammer for the Thieves Town here makes it so that you don't really worry too much if that key is locked in that chest or not. I mean, you kind of want to not have to check it anyways, but...
I mean, most times it's kind of harmless, but then there's like that one seed where you're gonna have like a really nice progression in there and just skip it till the end.
Yeah. Cape inside of Thieves Town.
We did get a scout of Bumper Cave. It was the bug net, so we know the cape right now. Not really required for that. Could be coming into play for Spike Cave though.
Yeah, exactly. I see a lot of runners try to use it on Ganon as well to get a really nice like one cycle. Being able to avoid fire bats is always good, without having to have mad dodging skills. Mclagging making quick work of this dungeon as well. It'll be interesting to see where they head off to next. I would assume the Southern Dark World area, getting that Hype Cave check, as well as the Froggy World Tour. Probably won't be too big of a world tour though, having the items to return them real fast. We'll get to see what the basement holds for us.
I'll be very interested to see if they get another item of progression here in Thieves.
I would honestly doubt there to be really any progression here, just due to having so much already. There's that key, so it looks like we'll get a big chest check here. If it is something progressive, then that'll be very interesting. Just the harpies. And Guitar Girl not too far behind in Thieves Town at the same time. Gonna get a cape of her own, and we're gonna see a nice blind fight on Mclagging's side.
Come on, use the hammer. Nah, he's gonna use his sword.
I mean, I want to see a bomb blind fight. That would be interesting.
Fortunately, cannot happen.
Alright, so far a nice fight, dodging what he can. Easy peasy.
Just another big 20, but does get his fourth crystal for his efforts.
definitely good to get the crystals out of the way now. That's 5 now. Or is it? Am I
Yeah, it's
miscounting?
4. Yep.
It's 4. That's right.
I
So
feel like the seed is definitely going to be pulling both our runners towards swamp now, being so open and going to end in the south loop.
So South Loop is next on the agenda. Probably gonna return the Smith as well as check Peg Cave. We're just gonna opt right out of it. Just going right south. Probably digging game first, actually. Seems to be a little cruel today, giving quite a few digs, but that ended up being Bombos. So medallions checked off the list. They can access all the dungeons they need.
Very nice luxury to have early on.
And now I'm going to be doing the Dwarven Breadsmiths.
So now basically we're down to where is the Red Cane, where is Ice Rod, 2 late game items you probably want to, in this point, run into early because seed's wide open now.
Yeah, exactly. Finding those 2 items would mean go mode the rest of the game. Which, at 46 minutes, if you can go mode the rest of the game, that is a very fast seed. Now, I'm not sure what the fastest time for the tournament thus far has been. The lowest I've seen is a 119. Alright. The Breadsmith's only having some arrows for us. We'll get a purple chest here. Being able to route in Stumpy as well as the cave south of the grove there all at once. Very nice. Getting that purple chest, gonna be able to do Hype Cave and everything.
Yes, routing in Stumpy, very nice indeed. Who forgets that anyways, seriously?
There is a few people that do. Oh, my goodness.
What?
No way. There's Ice Road, just chilling out there. So 1 item away from go mode.
They're actually gonna be really happy they find that Ice Rod ahead of the Red Cane too, because hunting for the Ice Rod is needle in haystack territory where they are right now. Whereas at least Red Cane knocks out Vitreous and T-Rock at this moment.
Yeah, exactly. If Kane ended up being on Stumpy there, I would have just lost it. So, not there at least. Yeah,
And of course,
still
Mclagging going right for Hype Cave.
Yeah, both runners still not having that lamp either, but I'm sure neither are afraid of the dark, so...
Alright, how free are you, Seed?
Pretty free.
Everything red, but the Red Cane.
Alright, all bottles, all swords, all mails, just missing the shields now. Guitar Girl gonna be heading right behind. Alright, what does the chest hold today? Is it what we seek? Nope.
Nope.
Not today.
So with Mclagging going back in this portal here, he's going to be heading right in the swamp.
Yeah. 6 items to be held. You gotta hope that it is that Kane. And if it's Kane, then you're go-moding 2 dungeons and you're out of there. You're heading right up to Ganon, and we're still sub-hour, so it's very, very fast seed so far.
So right now, I believe we're missing Pyramid and Quakefish for Overworld in the Dark World that we can at least access.
Yeah.
I believe even Spike Cave.
Spike Cave as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Eastern Pod, Ice, Mire right now, not being dipped either.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine if Red Cane's a miss, then you're gonna have to start making just some decisions. What pendants am I gonna want to dive, or am I gonna want to, risk and brave going into Mire without that Red Cane?
Yeah, I think you would want to almost just dive Pod and Eastern on Mclagging's side there. Just having 8 items just sitting there in one clump.
Right, and also
a
has
lot
that
better.
pendant too.
Yeah, exactly. So technically 9 items there. That you'd hope that is your cane over it being vanilla and being inside of Mire.
Right, I definitely could see him going there, but really you can't argue with any play just because everything is completely wide open at this point.
Yeah. Guitar Girl gonna be picking up that ice rod. Very, very exciting to see that. And both runners just looking for that cane, and then they are gonna just destroy this seed, really. Time for the southern loop. Neither runner having book yet, so can't actually do either tablet or check a pedestal. In which I'm pretty sure Kane can 100% be on pedestal still. That's the only thing I would say would slow down this seed at all.
Probably, I would say, worst case scenario at this point for them.
Yeah. So hopefully the swamp play here pays off. If not, it's still another dungeon to have completed.
Actually, maybe I'll backtrack on that. I think pedestal would probably be the better situation for both of them, because then they'll just kind of both run into it. Whereas if it's in like Lockway and one of the 3 pendants, it's like basically which one do you choose first.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I were in their shoes, I'd actually be hoping against pedestal right now.
Yeah, if it's pedestal, then it's a pretty much just do the dungeons at the rate they're doing them now, and it'll all work out in the end.
Right.
Having to pick and choose what pendant dungeon you're gonna dive into is never fun. That'll always sit in the back of your head too, is am I making the right call here?
But that being said, they don't have the book to verify that either, so
Yeah.
I guess that's going to be an unknown for them for sure right now. Alright, the Dark Girl is going to pick up her Quake Tab. Where is she going to go next after this?
I almost just expect the exact same play here, just go right into Swamp. It's either that, or you're going to be picking and choosing to go into a pendant dungeon, or maybe the early Mire. You never know. Oh. It looks like we're getting that early Mire.
Mire shit as well, because I do believe she did not use the Super Bunny exploit.
Yeah. Fortunately, not going to be getting much in here, so... Just $40. And Mclagging gonna go finish up, collect the rest of the items here in Side Swamp. Oh, Guitar Girl actually gonna flute away.
Might be going back up to the mountains. Yep.
Yeah, skipping out on the Eastern Death Mountain there for Dark World. Definitely sitting in the back of their mind. Unfortunately, not gonna hold anything, but you never know. Mclagging only having 2 chests left here to check. And then we'll see where he decides he's gonna have to route in next. Nice block clip there on Guitar Girl's side.
Yeah, no exit of shame for her.
I mean, there's a staircase of shame and an exit of shame. Unfortunately, Mclagging had to do a full exit. So we know Guitar Girl doesn't know that Quake was required yet, due to not being up here already. So getting that Quake early, maybe just had intuition that it would be one of them, or maybe just wanted to make sure she had it for that time, if she were to come up here.
Right, and we see a heart container and heart piece for Swamp Palace. Mclagging going straight east. Looks like he's gonna pick up his Quake. Where does he go from there?
Your choices are to really do the rest of your overworld, or start dipping either the pendants or attempt a Mire check. But to check Mire without having that cane already kind of hurts, because it's only 2 items. But it looks like that's what we're doing.
Baby,
Making
here we
the
go.
play.
Mire dip, here we go.
If this happens to be cane, the seed is... it might as well just complete itself. Because that would mean you would not need to dip any pendant dungeon, the whole seed.
And Guitar Girl actually getting a scout in on Spike Cave here, only 300 bucks.
So that limits it down to just the catfish there for overworld stuff left. So,
I believe Pyramid as well.
oh yes, Pyramid. So if you were to check Pyramid, would you make that play and just route in catfish as well?
Absolutely, yes. Just in a seed with like 1 item remaining, and with boots, it's pretty free to route in at this point.
Yeah, definitely a lot out of the way there, though. But having Flute and Mirror can save a lot of time on getting back, not having to save and quit or anything like that.
Right, and the other reason behind that is, as well, is for the most part, both our runners have kind of avoided the pendant dungeons. So by completing their overworld options before they dip, it kind of commits to that strategy. So they don't really have that, oh man, am I going to have to route a minute out of my way back to Quakefish now?
Yeah, exactly.
Lagging actually getting the God Big Key in Mire 2. I probably wouldn't be happy about seeing that here without the cane.
Yeah, not being able to go mode this dungeon with that early key makes you kind of sad, because you could have had this done a lot earlier than you're going to be.
Yeah, it essentially just maximizes the punish rate instead of maybe spending an extra minute than your opponent looking for the all over for the big key and just traveling back. Oh, but there it is.
You've got to be kidding me.
What a call.
Vanilla Cane and go mode for Mclagging.
That's sub-hour go mode with 5 crystals done.
Oh.
And he's gonna have his 6 within like minutes, so this is gonna be a really good time for Mclagging. And Guitar Girl, of course, not too far behind, but is gonna be completely dependent on when she goes to Mire.
Yeah, you never know when someone's gonna do a pendant check or not, but Mclagging making the right call, going and checking Mire. Sub-hour go mode is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling good right now. The only real, this is basically his final loss right now, is this Mire switch dark room, but he nails it pretty good.
Yeah, the TR dark room is a lot easier, I feel. Just you can base yourself around those torches. But if you are to miss your turn, it's really easy to get lost.
Yeah, this part of it can be a little tricky too, especially if the spikes kind of mess up your sense of where you are and your timings. But once you get past it, it's pretty free.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
he is having a little bit of problems. He does have a blue potion you can use.
Yeah, just gotta avoid the little Stalfos in the next room, and should be all right. Getting that heart for safety, and to stop the beeping that everyone hates so dearly. Very, very nice dungeon, though. Definitely interesting to be able to open up 3 chests and have everything you need to just be out of there. Guitar Girl having to route in all of Swamp, though. And the Silver Arrow Vitreous fight definitely makes for quick work. Very nice one cycle.
Yeah, basically just a shooting gallery.
Shovel. Anyone want a fetch quest? For nothing? You never know what it may hold. Guaranteed not the lamp, though. That's for sure. Alright, 1 dungeon left for Mclagging. Hour and 2 minutes in. Making quick work of the seed. And Guitar Girl gonna go head up and do the Argus fight.
Yep, good thing about getting the left side done out of the way is avoiding that dip. Just a lot of back travel there. Mclagging heading towards T-Rock. Forcing go mode shouldn't take him very much longer now to run out the seed.
Yeah. Just depends on where those small key locations happen to be. As well as the big key there. You really want to see that big key early on, I feel.
Right. So what are your thoughts on the seed?
Very giving. Definitely very free. Oh, dead rocked.
Yeah, I'm gonna rate it 10. I wanted to play this during my tournament race out of 10 for sure.
If I had a seed like this during my race, I probably would have done the same play that Mclagging did and did the Mire, just to kind of get it out of the way, out of my head, that it's not going to be there.
Right.
But to have a jet seed this nice would have been very nice in a turning race. But with that being said, TR is now open, and we'll see exactly how quick he can beat this dungeon.
Hey, he's got all the luxuries that you're gonna want with the red mail butter sword. Maybe missing out on half magic, but other than that, he's okay.
Yeah, half magic not really required at all. Just a little more needing to manage magic levels, but overall, definitely nice. Small key for the first chest. Now, if you get that big key early and you count your keys nicely, you can just skip a whole lot of this dungeon. But it's never nice to skip the big chest and end up needing a key. Guitar Girl almost done with the Argus fight here. Pulling out the silvers to do a quick kill. Very nice. Another dungeon done on her side.
Alright, Guitar Girl, where are you going?
The play has already been made, so hopefully the same play can be made. Oh, Mclagging, slashing in frustration after slashing and falling off the edge. Alright, we'll see. I think we're gonna get a pyramid check here on Guitar Girl's side. Wanting to do more overworld before heading off to make a final decision. Yeah. Lantern is not in Eastern Palace because Guitar Girl has already done the full dip of that, just never completing it. But a lot of options for it to be in. No big key yet on Mclagging's side. Probably gonna check the vanilla location then. And there it is.
Yep.
Alright, we'll see what Catfish has for us. Maybe we'll see that lantern. I'm one of those people that throw the patch of grass in. I call the catfish a vegetarian. It's a little slower because you have to walk further while holding something, but
I honestly just never mentioned or envisioned a 500-pound catfish being a vegetarian.
he needed to go on a different kind of diet, so he switched to all plants, and that's what he got.
Right, so Guitar Girl gonna make the similar dip here into Mire. Very wise decision following that crystal path. She will soon be in go mode as well.
Definitely a good play to make, not dipping the pendants until after you've looted the 2 items from here.
Right, and I think it's just smart reasoning too. I mean, for the most part, you've avoided the pendant dungeons. You can kind of leave them to last and just kind of exercise on the crystals.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, Mclagging gonna be making quick work of the dark room here. Very easy. Base yourself off the fire bars and you hold a direction and that's where you're going. Now just has to hold left and in the clear. Looks like he was actually still holding the skull from the switch, so when he got hit by the fire bar he ended up tossing it. And just need 1 key from this laser bridge. Is it going to be the last one, too?
Yep.
Beetle giving a little bit of troubles, but... And there's our key. An hour 9 and 30 seconds, heading off to the final boss of the dungeons. Alright, having that butter sword. Gonna make quick work of Trinex.
Yep, just gonna set up for front stabs here. Will be a 1 cycle, but it still will be a very quick fight here.
Very nice. And there's go mode for Guitar Girl. Gonna see what she decides to route in here. Probably gonna go straight to Vitreous as well. We're just taking a little different route. Oh, looks like they're gonna check a little bit more here. And the route of Burna there for Mclagging. Maybe Guitar Girl's hoping for a lantern.
It's possible.
But with all the sequence breaks so far, I'm not sure what's possible still for the location.
Probably gonna be in Potter Ice at this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so big key guessing game, anyone? There's no commands on this channel, but you can still get your guess in there, and we shall see where it lies. You can either be the cruel person and say tile room, or you can say like the first chest or something. If it's the first chest, Jet Seed. There's 2 so far. Having that small key, gonna opt into doing the right-hand side.
Very aggressive strategy to go right first, I usually feel.
There's just a lot more checks on the left-hand side, giving you more opportunity to find it.
It always seems to be punishing if you do right-hand side and you don't find anything, especially if you commit to full right and head all the way over to Ice Armos.
Yeah. I see most people doing half of right side and then full commit left. If they get that small key. If they don't get the small key in the first 2 chests there, then it's normally just go straight left. Looks like Guitar Girl is not comfortable with doing that dark room. That's 6 chests so far for Mclagging. And there's our Ether Medallion. So that is 7. Alright, 4 in the next room here. Let's see if those are better chances. $11 so far, and there's our fire shield.
Starting to look like rando room now.
That's 12. Guitar Girl heading up to TR now. Won't be able to find a lantern there either, so it'll be interesting to see where they check next. Or if they decide to just YOLO it and go for that Meyer play again.
I must say, it's probably the hardest dark room game.
That's 13 so far. Alright, will it be in here? There it
There
is.
it is. The Rando Room Classic.
So if you guessed, I think I was 16, then you are right. Posting it after the fact.
No, I just have like a 5-minute Twitch chat delay. It's okay.
Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. Congratulations on winning. All you get for winning is you just win. There isn't really a prize.
I think that is the prize, so I'm okay with that.
It's bragging rights. Hey, I won the Big T guessing game. Alright, heading up the gauntlet next. Hour 15, hour 16 now. Being up in Ganon's tower, definitely quick work on the seed. Knowing those dark rooms as well, to be able to skip quite a hefty chunk of the seed too. It'll be interesting to see where the lantern ends up, what pendant dungeon holds it.
Odds on favor right now, Ice, just because it doesn't require any dark rooms. But if it is pod, then it would have to be in that first half. And with how he's generating pod, very unlikely. But it does happen from time to time.
That fire rod shot looked like it missed, but still ended up working out. Definitely nice. But that beam was not being friendly at all. And we'll get to see our Land Molas 2 fight here.
Again with the quick hops for Mclagging, unfortunately.
Having that fireball shooter also not friendly, so... We do know one thing, is that Lantern is somewhere before Fire Rod. So depending on what Bombos was, will determine pretty much where it can be. So I'm gonna put my guess on Pod. And Mclagging making quick work of that whole gauntlet. Has everything he needs to finish this seed off strong. And a very nice troll dorm. And up to Aga 2. Will we see some nice patterns for this very, very nice seed, or are they going to troll a little bit?
I think the only decision Mclagging's thinking right now is, why didn't I grab that swag nut? But does get the nice triple there.
I mean, I feel if he used the swag net, don't feel he'd get that triple. But overall, very nice fight.
Never say never.
It is possible. It's just very slow. Alright, heading off to Ganon before an hour 20. Full Magic Meteor has everything that they need. As well as Buttersword, making this fight really fast too. Guitar Girl opening up the safe strat there on Laser Eye. Checking all the other chests, even though Lantern is not able to be here. But getting a heart piece there. Nice refill.
A lot of Ganon warps here.
But on to the last phase already. Not getting the torch glitch, but it does not matter at this point.
Yeah,
But
trying to set up here
for
for these.
very nice. Very
it is.
beautiful. It's a very beautiful fight. And Guitar Girl heading off into the Trinex fight.
Alright, and with that, Mclagging is completed his race with an official speed racing TV time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, 31 seconds. Great race.
Very, very nice time. Overall, just a jet seed for these runners. And I would expect nothing less from a 2-0 match.
Meanwhile, Guitar Girl having a very clean Trinex fight there.
Alright, we'll see if she decides to dip a pendant dungeon or just risk it for Meyer. Yeah, pod or ice? What is it gonna be? Turning in that mushroom, holding only a 5 rupee though. Alright, looks like the pod play. So hopefully they find their lantern here. And then they can enter their true go mode. Kiki, the greedy little monkey, taking 110 rupees there, giving access to pod. Alright, it looks like Mclagging is going to join us here for a quick interview. GG Mclagging. Fantastic run. It looked like just rupees on the Master Sword pedestal. Alright, Guitar Girl heading through pod, hoping for that that lantern here. And of course, not having book either. Maybe that's sitting on there. Oh,
It is.
there it is.
So you're right, pod.
Pod is the choice this time round. Gonna head right over to Meyer, finish that up.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can. Good game.
Very, very nice run.
Thank you. That was a weird seed. Never knew where that lamp was gonna end up at.
Guitar Girl actually just picking it up now, and it ended up being in pod.
Oh, that figures.
Yeah.
It could have been any of the pendant dungeons, so that makes sense.
Yeah, overall, very fast seed, coming in with that really low time there. 3-0 now, so that's a great thing to do. Great thing to have under the belt.
Yeah, it's really good feeling. And this is my fastest time I ever gotten this logic so far, so that was pretty good.
Nice.
I couldn't believe the cane was actually in Meyer.
Yeah, it was. You're left with very few options on that part, and making that right call, heading right into Meyer. So very, very good decisions. How did you like the front end loaded seed?
Yeah, right from the beginning, we could go almost anywhere. Like, all the crystals are available, and so were all the pendants.
Yeah. Pretty much just early everything. Getting that really fast escape. Getting that mirror early.
Yeah, that was really nice. I almost forgot to mirror at the beginning. It's like, oh yeah, I can do that here. But as nice as the seed was, I was expecting the cane to be on the pedestal at that point.
Yeah, neither of you had the book, so it was always a potential, but turned out wrong in this case. So if Kane ended up not being in Meyer, where was your next option going to be? I would assume pod or ice, but which would you have dove first?
think my plan going in, if it wasn't there, I was going to check Pyramid and Catfish, 'cause I haven't been there yet. Those were my last two overworld. Then I was going to hit Eastern and Pod first, then Ice after that. Then pull the pedestal if none of them had it.
Yeah. Blind pedestal seeds would be very interesting to watch, but not this time around. Guitar Girl actually just finishing up Meyer now, heading up to Ganon's Tower. So not too far behind. But overall, what were your thoughts for this seed?
I thought it was a really nice seed, which was surprising so far. But it worked out really well.
Yeah, very excellent performance there. How did you enjoy your Super Bunny Cave exit of shame?
Yeah, that felt real good.
And with being 3-0, who are you hoping to go up against in the next round? Or hoping to not go against either?
Well, I'd hope not to go against, like, Andy, but to go against, I'd like to meet up against my friend Lyra GG, if he goes 3-0 too.
Yeah, I remember watching one of Lyra's earlier runs, and also very fast times for those. So it could be an interesting match, and as more people are taking losses in each round, more possibilities. Looks like Guitar Girl opting out of taking right side GT as well. Gonna go straight left. It'll make getting that big key a smidgen faster. So what do you think of the randomized weapons for the tournament?
So far, I like them. I think they had a nice variety through the escape sequence, and I was actually happy to get the bow because I was calling it in my file names.
Yeah, bow is definitely one of the easier ones. Have you had the pleasure of doing bomb escape?
I have. I actually like bomb escape because then I have bombs after I leave there.
Yeah. It's not too hard once you learn the paths of the enemies that they can take.
Yeah, it takes some practice, but it's not too terrible.
I think the only problem is just the rat in general, but... it definitely adds a lot of variety, and can see what a different tech each player knows early on. Do you have high hopes now with going 3-0 that getting out of the Swiss stage is pretty near the future?
I hope so, but as we progress in Swiss, a lot harder opponents are waiting.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Alright, Guitar Girl getting that big key, heading up Ganon's Tower now. So overall, they weren't too far behind you in this seed. They opted towards going for the Eastern dive early on, but actually not paying off whatsoever in that sense.
Okay. Yeah, I was a little worried Kane might ended up in Eastern because I didn't check it in the beginning, so I would have figured I would have been really behind if it ended up being there.
Yeah. Yeah. She did the early checks for Eastern there, as well as dipped out of Mire after getting Kane due to not having the lantern. So having to spend that extra time to look for the lantern as well. But both of you were very, very close in time up until that point.
Okay. I know she's a really solid player, so I was worried she was right behind me the whole time.
Yeah. It was a very excellent race to watch.
Yeah, I'd say she was about half a dungeon behind at all times almost. So
Yeah.
it was pretty close.
Do you have anything to touch on there, Solsky?
Preserve this seed. It's a national treasure, please.
Agreed, yep.
Yeah, definitely a
Like-
very nice jet seed.
I'll be very transparent. I was extremely jealous watching this one unfold. It looked like a lot of fun. So hope you enjoyed it.
As it was going, I was like, there's no way the Kane's gonna be a Mire. I'm gonna have to search all the pendants and everything else, yeah.
It's like,
I started-
oh, I'm in go mode. 5 crystals in, sub-hour. Let's do this.
Yeah. When I got the Kane, I sort of hesitated. It's like, wait, did I just get the Kane?
It's actually funny because Guitar Girl had a similar reaction. You kind of paused for a second, like, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty neat to watch.
And Landmola's 2. Oh, giving a little bit of trouble there. But we'll be going down shortly. Nearly done with the end of the gauntlet here. Wizardrobe's giving a little bit of trouble as well. Decently low collection rate on your side too, Mclagging. Those are always nice to see.
Yeah, that's pretty sure it's one of my lowest totals in V29 ever.
I mean, with a 121 time is, you'd expect decently low.
Yeah, I was
For
surprised we had so much stuff with it too. Red mail, gold sword, silvers, like really?
And all early on too, so. Then again, the entire seed was decently early, so.
Must say your menu time actually was really decent as well. 227, I believe it was.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that is really good.
I actually missed that when it scrolled by, so. Very nice time. Any last thoughts on the seed? Pretty much hope everyone gets something like this.
I hope I can get some more like this, but everybody at least deserves one of these in Swiss. I would hope anyway.
I mean, it depends on who you're going up next if you want a seed like this or not.
That's true, yeah.
Alright, Guitar Girl doing the Agatu fight now will be falling in shortly behind you. And off to Ganon. see what quick work they can make this fight. So not finding that lamp and fully confident in all those dark rooms. Was there a point in time where you wanted that lamp? Or was it pretty much a, I'm just gonna do Meyer now kind of thing?
When I wanted it was when I was down to like 2 hearts in the dark room of Meyer. It's like, I really wish I had the lamp right now. But otherwise I was comfortable with all the other dark rooms to make it through them easily.
Yeah, TR definitely one of the easier ones, I feel. Getting to that one unscathed. Guitar Girl in the last phase of Ganon now. And getting that torch glitch. And there it is.
Yeah, it's a
Defeating Ganon.
nice double to finish her off.
And Guitar Girl coming in with a Speed Racing TV time of 1:40.141. Definitely an excellent time for a fast seed like this. Very nice to see from both of you runners. So. Alright, we'll see if Guitar Girl wants to come for an interview or not. Overall, definitely a very nice seed, though.
Very nice. Both our runners raced well, put on a great show.
Mm-hmm. Definitely really good times, as well as we'll see what the collection rate on Guitar Girl's side is. I would assume just slightly higher due to looking for that lamp, but alright. Would have been very interesting to see a pedestal seed, though.
Definitely would have been had its own little flavor to it. One item remaining, 3 pendants for one runner, 2 pendants for the other to clear, leading to a pedestal scenario. Definitely would have been interesting. Probably would have fell more to a execution battle at that point. Just who can really just execute the best.
Yeah. knowing the dark rooms though on Mclagging's side, definitely a very large boost for the time there. It doesn't seem like they're coming for an interview. But if you liked what these runners put on for a show today, feel free to hit them up with a follow. There's lots more rando coming, and these runners obviously very good. So hit them up with a follow if you like that. You have all of us behind the scenes here as well, so you can drop us a follow, and I'm sure you'll be hearing mine and Solski's voices around a lot of these races. As well as our tracker, very nice job today. And of course our restreamers in there as well. And if you like rando, there's tons of rando going on, 256 matches a week. There's going to be tons of rando going on Speed Gaming 1 to 6, as well as ALTTP Randomizer 1 to 4. So you can hit all of that up with a follow, and it'll be just rando for a long time. And thank you everyone for tuning in for this awesome match.
Indeed. Thanks for the continued support, guys. Hope you enjoyed tonight's race. All right, and as these credits roll out, I think it's fair to say that we can shut her down here. So, special shout outs to everyone behind the scenes running the tournament, admins, the comms, the trackers, the restreamers. Big effort with how big this tournament really is. Really do appreciate the effort, guys. Keep up the great work. And as always, thanks for the continued support, guys.